What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Two Confrontational. And we made it. Yeah, we're in the playoffs. Super Wild Card Weekend is officially here. Week 18 wrapped up last week. Not really too many games that were meaningful. There were a few that were deciding factors. Yeah, obviously, you have the Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers kicking it off on Thursday night there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, or Saturday, excuse me. Yeah,
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday afternoon there. Tampa Bay ended up winning. But I think we mentioned this too, with Atlanta winning and beating the Saints,
Mm-hmm.
Carolina automatically got put into the playoffs. So Carolina won that NFC South there. And yeah, this is kind of what the playoff picture looks like here for 2026 or 2025, 2026 playoffs here. So you got the NFC
Mm-hmm.
here. Seattle got the number one seed after beating the Rams there last week, correct? Yeah. No,
No, they didn't play the
no,
Rams last week. No,
no,
they
who did,
played.
yeah, yeah, who
They
did
played
they
a
play
different
there?
team. They played a game that they.
The
Yeah,
49ers
yeah,
on Saturday. The 49ers on
yeah.
Saturday.
Saturday
Yep.
night. Yeah.
And ended up holding them to only 3 points. Yeah, I remember that game. Yeah, it was Seattle just dominated
Kind of a
on the
shitty
on the
game to
deep.
be honest.
Yeah, Seattle's defense though looks incredible. Mike McDonald's done a great job. He used to be the DC over at Baltimore when they had that stellar defense, top five ranked defense, and now he's in Seattle putting a top five ranked defense together there. So, yeah, Seattle takes that number one spot, and then you have yeah, we can kind of just kick into it. This is basically what it is. Yeah, we have
Mm-hmm.
the Rams and the Panthers there kicking it off on Saturday, and then followed up by Green Bay and the Chicago Bears. That should be a good one as well. This their third meeting there this
Yep.
year. So yeah, should be a fun wild card. And then obviously Eagles and the 49ers there take head to head on Sunday. And then yeah, then you have Bills Jaguars also on Sunday, and then you have the Houston Texans and Chargers and Patriots
Patriots.
on
Yep.
Sunday, and then Monday night you have the Texans and the Steelers there. So
Mm-hmm.
with the Denver Bronco getting that number one spot there in the AFC. So yeah, should be fun. Yeah, like I said, weren't too many games last week that really mattered. We mentioned a few of them.
I mean, the Steelers game was by
Yeah,
far
the
the best. I mean,
Steelers.
obviously
Yep.
they were probably supposed to lose, but obviously the kicker for Baltimore misses it to win the game, and Steelers end up winning. So that was a hell of a game. That was a meaningful game. Obviously, whoever's won that game is in.
That
So
was one of
that's probably the biggest
only
game
three. Yeah.
that the teams actually had like fate in their own hands. Didn't
Yep.
have to rely on another team. It was just straight up whoever won that game wins. So Aaron Rodgers makes it back to the playoffs. Good for him. Yeah, I mean, if they can play like they did, I mean, I know Houston's defense is pretty good, but we'll get into that. But the Steelers look pretty good, and they're a gritty team. So I'm excited to see them play.
Yeah, 100%. I'm excited to watch the whole entire postseason here. Should all teams, it's kind of all up in the air. Not a team has a for sure path to the Super Bowl there. So yeah, should be a fun playoff, and we'll hop into it here. So let's hop right into it. So yeah, kicking it off on Saturday afternoon, kind of the same type of slate we had last week, and everything like that. But yeah, kicking it off, you have the 12-5 LA Rams sitting at the number six spot, going up against the Carolina Panthers, who got that four seed by clinching their division. They're sitting at 8-9. A lot of teams kind of above 8-9 that didn't make the playoffs. But yeah, looking at everything, 12-5 Rams, 8-9 Panthers. Rams favored by 10.5, probably the biggest spread of the Super Wild Card weekend. But yeah, to kick it off, Rams, Panthers. What do you got to add, and who do you got?
I got Rams 100%. Panthers don't deserve. I personally, I don't think the Panthers deserve to be in the playoffs. Obviously,
Yeah,
they don't. They needed help from another team. And if the Buccaneers don't shit the bed towards down the stretch of the season, they'd be in it. But yeah, I got Rams, especially. I think Devontae Adams is gonna be back. You got Puka Nacua has had really a ton of good games the past few weeks. And then Matt Stafford. So yeah, I'm gonna go LA Rams here, and I think let's see. Yeah, LA Rams. I just wanted to see who they played next. So they play we'll take a look at the bracket when we
they
get there.
play
Actually,
Seattle. They play
I have the
Seattle if
Seattle.
they played Seattle if they win. Um,
No, they'll win.
yeah,
But
but
yeah,
looking at that, Rams, you got Rams then.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my lock of the week probably.
Yeah, with that 10.5 spread against the spread, probably not. I'd probably take Panthers against that 10.5 point spread, especially being in the playoffs. But yeah, Carolina already beat the Rams once this year. I think it was like 31-29 there. The Rams, Matt Stafford threw two of his 8 interceptions against the Panthers there in that loss. One of them was for a pick six from Michael Jackson there. So a little shout out there to Michael Jackson. But yeah, I mean, Carolina's a scary team. I wouldn't want to face them. You saw them go on their run and everything like that. But yeah, I don't know if Bryce Young has it in him to get a playoff win here, especially against this Rams team who got a big dub over the Arizona Cardinals last week. Kind of got a confidence booster heading into the postseason. Puka Nacua, yeah, doing what he does. And everything. Matt Stafford with another 4-touchdown performance last week, kind of solidified his MVP candidacy as the number one there in the MVP race there. So, yeah, it's gonna be a fun matchup. They've played each other once, and Rams coming out for vengeance and saying, hey, yeah, that's kind of a fluke game. We'll prove it here to you guys here. So I'll take the Rams as well in this 3:30 o'clock game to kick off Super Wildcard Weekend on Saturday there. So. Yeah, give me the Rams. And yeah, moving on to your game. This one should be a banger here. Only Green Bay favored by 1.5 there. They do have to travel to Soldier Field in Chicago to face the 11-6 Bears, but you got the 9-7-1 Pack, 11-6 Bears. Yeah, kind of a cool story for the Bears. Not much of an organization the past 3, 4, 5 years. But ever since they got Caleb Williams, kind of had some up and everything like that. And then acquiring Ben Johnson this year was huge for that organization and kind of flipped the script there for the Chicago Bears. So it's cool to see them in the playoffs and winning that conference there. Long time since 30 plus years there for the Bears winning the NFC North there. But kind of cool to see this. And it's a three game third time's a charm. See what happens. They're split right now, 1-1. So we'll see what this looks like here, but should be a fun one there on Saturday night. I'm excited and pumped for this one. I'll be tuning in, all eyes on this one. So yeah, what do you got to add and who do you got in this one?
Yeah, it's a hell of a game. Should be a hell of a game. Looks like 31 degrees at kickoff, chance of snow, just the way the Packers like it. Yeah, and a lot of stuff coming out. Josh Jacobs said this is the best he's felt in 6 weeks. After having that swollen knee. Obviously, we sat up pretty much all of our starters last week, and the Bears chose to play their starters, and they ended up losing. So, obviously, you can take it how you want it. You could say if you sit your players, it could be they get rusty, or you could play your players and you could have the chance of getting hurt or being sore or whatever. But no, I got Packers all the way. I think third time. I don't know if this is. I don't know if we'd want to play another team in the NFC besides the Bears. For the first game, I think the Bears are probably one of the worst teams. Just looking out at all of them, 49ers, Eagles.
I wouldn't say the
Rams,
one of the
Panthers,
worst teams. You could have
got the NFC.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Panthers
would have
been fine. Yeah, Panthers would have been fine. But
I
think you guys lost to the Panthers as well, didn't you?
We did. Yeah, that was that week 4 or something like that. But that was
Rico
by 3
Dowdle
points.
Put up like 250. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I'm pumped for this game. It's a huge rivalry. Two oldest teams in the NFL. Yeah, this is going to be a hell of a match, and I get the Packers all the way, but we'll see how it goes. Obviously Jordan Love didn't play last week. He's hopefully feeling healthy. He hasn't played the last few weeks, so hopefully he's rested up. He's not rusty, and Christian Watson hopefully has a hell of a game, and I think I got the Packers all the way.
Yeah, 100%. This is kind of a statement game for Ben Johnson and his potential tenure in Chicago there. And yeah, Matt LaFleur, Ben Johnson. At the beginning of the season, when Ben Johnson did get acquired by the Bears there as the head coach, he said something about can't wait to play Matt LaFleur twice in a year or something like that, or said some remark about Ben Johnson playing him twice.
Can't wait to beat him twice a year.
Yeah, something like that. So this could be his second win of the year against Matt LaFleur. So this is a kind of a cool matchup. I like seeing this. Both NFC North teams facing off in the wild card. That is pretty cool.
And it's really weird too. Yeah. Because you said -1.5. This has been flipped. This is flipped maybe 3 or 4 times. 1.5 to the Bears, 1.5 to the Packers. So I don't know what's happening. There's obviously something happening because it keeps going back and forth. I know
people
it's
just
pretty much
betting on it. It's just a pick. Yeah.
And
it was just a big.
we got to see. I mean, obviously we've only gotten one, or this is the second injury report we've had, and we only had one DNP or did not practice. So I didn't look at the Bears, but obviously that has a factor too, is how many people possibly may not play as well.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's probably a little bit banged up by now, being week 19 of the NFL season, obviously with a bye in there, but and everything. But yeah, I mean, everyone's going to be a little bit injured, a little bit banged up, but they're not going to sit out this type of potential game and the impact it could have on the season. I mean, it's win or go home. I mean, this is the playoffs, so
Hmm.
everyone's going to be giving it their all in these type of games. So all games should be incredible matchups. So I'm shocked by that 10.5, but obviously Panthers Rams type deal. But 1.5 seems about right for this team for this matchup. Yeah, Jordan Love just got to take care of the ball. Same with Caleb Williams on the other side too. Both have cannons for arms, make big plays. Both teams are explosive on the offensive end. Trayvon Diggs, kind of a huge acquisition throughout the when they got released by the Dallas Cowboys there when he did only let up one catch for 4 yards last week. So I mean, yeah, could play a factor here against the Chicago Bears with all the weapons that they have. Roma Dunze, is he going to be back? Luther
I think
Burden
they
had
should.
a
Yeah, they should all be.
yeah, Luther Burden had another hell of a game last week. Colston Loveland had his best game of the week last week. So I mean, yeah, it should be a hell of a game. So let's see how these teams match up here. Third meeting of the season, but I yeah, if I was putting money on it, I'd probably pick the Bears. But every time I put money on against the Packers, I end up losing. But I'm gonna rock with the Chicago Bears in this one, just to see if I can get a good perfect playoff picture here. But yeah, I'm gonna rock with Chicago Bears and Ben Johnson, especially being at home at Soldier Field. That's kind of a huge advantage, having home field advantage. But we all know the pack travels, so yeah, should be a hell of an atmosphere, hell of a game, and yeah, give me the Chicago Bears, I guess, in this one on Saturday night. But yeah, should be a fun game. Pack, yeah, gonna be a fun game. Yeah, big rivalry, like you said, one of the two oldest teams in the NFL there, so it should be a fun one. A lot of history
Hmm.
being made in that one. So yeah, and then yeah, moving on. Another three games here, all great games being in the wild card here. But yeah, kicking off Sunday at noon o'clock here, we got the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen led Buffalo Bills there, going up against one of the teams that no one thought they'd probably be here, sitting at 13-4. The Jacksonville Jaguars, Liam Cohen, Trevor Lawrence, and the boys there down in Jacksonville. Pretty healthy as far as both teams go. I don't think there's a whole lot of injuries on either side as of that I big names I should say, but yeah, should be another fun game. Buffalo Bills, they're kind of stereotype, can't make it to the big dance, things of that nature, but they don't have to go up against Patrick Mahomes. They don't have to go up against Lamar Jackson. They don't have to go up against Joe Burrow. None of the
Hmm.
teams that you would think would be in the AFC there in the playoffs are in the playoffs there. So, yeah, could be an easy road, I guess. But also could be challenging there. It's like I said, it's up for grabs. Any team's Super Bowl ticket is at hand there. So yeah, 12-5 Buffalo Bills, 13-4 Jacksonville Jaguars. Buffalo favored by 1.5 on the road. Who do you got in this one?
Hmm. It's a tough one just because I want to pick the Jags just to see them go far, but obviously got Josh Allen on the other side, and he's been playing pretty well.
Weather's not going to be a factor in this one.
No, not at all.
Should be a
61 and
beautiful
sunny.
day. Yeah, it should be a beautiful day down in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Noon o'clock. I don't know if that matters. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like it was Josh Allen
Yeah,
is
and
playing in
Jacksonville's
prime
got the best
time.
run defense.
They got probably one of the top five defense on both sides. They got a lot of takeaways as well as far as interceptions and things of that nature go too. So
Yeah, but
yeah, they're a scrappy
I'm just
team.
saying, Josh Allen doesn't have a ton of weapons to
Hmm.
throw to, and they use James Cook quite a bit.
Yeah.
So I feel like if he doesn't have a good game, especially against this Jacksonville Jaguars run defense, then I don't think they win.
We've
Um,
seen the Bills down by a lot of points as well throughout this season. They do make a surge towards the end and try to come back, and they have came back quite a bit this season. But
mhm.
that Liam Cohen offense and Trevor Lawrence and what they've been doing the past 3-4 weeks, they're cruise. They're on cruise control right now. They're just all steam ahead right now. So I mean, yeah, they're rolling. Um, yeah, this is a tough one,
Yeah, it is.
but
Fuck. I want to pick the Bills, but
yeah, go with your heart. Take Josh and the boys. You can't go wrong with taking Josh Allen. I mean, MVP last year should have been, yeah, he could be up for MVP every single year. He's a fucking
hmm
stud. Yeah, it's
I'll
stallion,
go.
dude.
I'll go Bills here. Yeah, I'm gonna go Bills on the road here with Josh Allen.
Yeah, no, it should be a hell of a game. This is going to be a fun one. Um, I'm just afraid Bills get down too much on the road here early, and with this Jacksonville defense, yeah,
hmm
Liam Cohen, even if they do get stopped the first couple of drives, Liam Cohen's going to dial something up that exposes what they did in the first two. Like he's
I
just
just
a
don't know about
genius.
Trevor Lawrence. I know he's having a hell of a year, but
Mhm.
I mean, I haven't seen him. I've seen him. We've seen him play once in the playoffs in his tenure or his
A
career. So
couple times. But the furthest he's gone was to the divisional round against the Kansas City Chiefs. And he almost beat the Kansas City. I think it was like 24-27 about in
so he's
2020.
played twice. He's played twice in the playoffs.
I think he's made it about three times, and he's
No
the
way, really.
furthest. Yeah, yeah. Jacksonville hasn't been halfway. I mean, they get in with like a 10-6, 9-6, 9-7 record type deal. But yeah,
Hmm.
I mean, you could look that up. I guess, yeah, fact check me on that. But
I feel like I haven't. Jacksonville hasn't been in the playoffs the whole time the past like 5 6 years. But go ahead, you pick your pick, and I'll look it up.
yeah, no, I'm not probably, I'm rocking with Jacksonville Jaguars. I have them making the Super Bowl in my predictions here. Kind of like not a dark horse, I wouldn't say, but like I said,
Oh, they're a dark horse.
it's up for
First year head
anybody's
coach.
grabs. Yeah, but I mean, he's dialed in. I mean, they have like I was watching Pat McAfee and what's his name always gives the stats. Hembo. Jacksonville is 5-2 or 5-3 against playoff teams. The only team better than them is Seattle Seahawks, sitting at six
hmm
and two against playoff teams. So I mean, they've beaten a lot of these teams already. So I mean, why couldn't they beat them again? So I mean, yeah, give me Jacksonville Jaguars. Yeah, they've been playing really well, offensive, defense, and special teams. They're just a well-oiled machine, and I have them making the Super Bowl and potentially winning it. I guess I haven't gotten that far in my decisions on that, but I have them and the Eagles in my Super Bowl. Those are my predictions for NFC and AFC for the Super Bowl can match up there. But yeah, Jacksonville. Yeah, not really much else to say. I mean, they're just rolling. That
hmm
huge acquisition and Jacoby Myers at the trade deadline was a huge piece. Parker Washington's been really stepping up and is a huge threat. Braxton Strange is back. He's starting to get healthy, back in shape and in the groove and in rhythm of the team. Yeah, Bashal Tootin had a touchdown last week. Travis Etienne, we know what he's done all year. Yeah, can't really say anything wrong about the offense and everything like that. So, yeah, give me Jacksonville Jaguars at home, and that helps as well being at home. So yeah, give me Jacksonville Jaguars at home to beat the Buffalo Bills and knock them out of the playoffs here on Sunday and Wild Card Weekend.
Yeah, and Trevor Lawrence made it twice. So he possibly has played twice. They made it in 2021. Let's see, made the playoffs as the AFC South champions before losing the wild card game.
Yep,
Oh,
and
oh,
then
led him to a wild card win before losing in divisional round.
to the
And then
Chiefs.
so he's that's
Yep.
two. And then yeah, the Jaguars won the AFC South against securing the number three seed for a home playoff game. But I think they lost in 2025. No, this is to January 2026. Yeah, so he's only been to the playoffs once,
Once. Shoot.
and this is his second year. But yeah, but they've had decent. I mean, they went 9-8 a few years with him, and then obviously this is the
Mhm.
best year they've had.
Yeah, 100%. And that's another kind of storyline, kind of like the Ben Johnson with the Bears, Liam Cohen with the Jaguars, both up for Coach of the Year. I mean,
hmm
what they've done with both organizations totally flipped them and yeah, for the better. So yeah, give me Jacksonville Jaguars and Liam Cohen and Duval to
hmm
take this one there in Jacksonville. So moving on here to the afternoon game. All these games are going to be fun as fuck to watch. You got the Brock Purdy led 49ers going up against Jalen Hurts and the Eagles at 3:30 here. Philly favored by 4.5. Brock Purdy and the boys got shut out last Thursday or last Saturday by the Seahawks, like we mentioned there, and
Hmm.
everything like that. Eagles actually lost, but they were playing their second string. And I don't know what I was thinking. I put Saquon Barkley down for my TD lock, but he wasn't even playing
Yeah, it's
last
all
week.
right.
So, but yeah, looking at this one should be a fun one. 12-5 49ers, 11-6 Eagles. Like I mentioned, I have Eagles making the Super Bowl here, so you know who I'm picking. But what do you have to
Hmm.
add? Who do you got, and what do you like about this game?
I mean, yeah, I said Eagles. I don't think this is. They've been playing pretty well, down the stretch. 49ers have had a hell of a season, obviously with the injury with Brock Purdy and Mac Jones coming in. Did never expected them to be sitting at 12-5. Um, yeah, I don't know. 49ers. They got CMC, George Kittle, um, two big playmakers, and then Philadelphia. Obviously, that run game, that tush push really comes in handy in the playoffs, especially when you're going for 4th and 1 or 4th and goal. That really helps, and it's kind of tough to stop. And I don't not a huge fan of the who's Philadelphia's coach.
Nick Sirianni.
Sirianni. I'm not a huge fan of him. I do like what's his name, Kyle Shanahan,
Yep.
and the way he coaches. So it's a tough one. All three of my picks so far road teams. So yeah, I'll go another road team. I'll go give me the San Francisco 49ers on the road.
This is a matchup from 3 years ago when this was a divisional game, and Brock Purdy got hurt. Their second string got hurt. Christian McCaffrey was playing quarterback. Just the whole 49ers team was banged up. So they do definitely have a sour taste in their mouth, and they smell blood in the water here going up
Hmm.
against the Eagles. But I don't think the Eagles, they've been here multiple years in a row. Yeah, Jalen Hurts knows what to do in this situation. Nick Sirianni knows what to do. The whole entire crew knows what to do. They have lost some veteran presence at the line, obviously, with Kelsey and some of those boys retiring and leaving. But yeah, still Eagles, and they, like you said, they have been on a kind of a roll here the last few weeks. They did lose last week, kind of costing them the number 2 seed potentially, at a shot at the 2 seed at least. So they could have been playing, yeah, the Packers or what
Yeah.
have you. But this seems like a good matchup. These guys are familiar with each other here in the postseason, so we'll see what they can do. Obviously, you have Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle. Yeah, 49ers, they didn't do anything last week against the Seattle Seahawks, so Eagles just got to copy and paste what Seattle's defense did. Obviously, easier said than done, but
Hmm.
yeah, kind of got exposed last week against the Seahawks there as the 49ers did. So yeah, I'm going to Eagles. You got the 49ers there.
Hmm.
You just all right. Yeah, this one should be a fun one though. Like I said, the familiar. Just hope what happened 3 years ago doesn't happen again here to the 49ers. Hopefully it's a healthy team going into it and stays healthy
Yeah.
throughout the game.
It just depends.
Fred Warner's probably is potentially gonna be back this game as well, so that's a
Yeah,
huge
yeah, I think
addition.
he's shooting for it, but I don't know if
I saw a
that's gonna be
video of
tough for him
him
to come back.
climbing Levi's Stadium up the railing and stuff. I don't know if it was AI or not, but he was like literally running and just started running up the
That's got to
posts
be
and
AI. There's
railing.
no fucking way they let him do that before a playoff game.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, but that's what his physical therapist. It looked real as fuck if that was AI,
But
but
yeah, I don't know. I mean, if 49ers can do what they did to the Chicago Bears, obviously, the Chicago Bears defense is Swiss cheese. Um, so, I mean, obviously, it's a lot easier to play against, or a lot harder to play against Philadelphia Eagles defense.
mhm.
So, see what they can do. But Brock Purdy looked really good that game when he threw for 3 or 4 touchdowns.
Yep.
Um, so, see what they can do. But yeah, it should be a good game. I mean, a lot of these are just, I don't know. I mean, pretty good, damn good matchups.
Yeah, I'm excited for all of them. Yeah, 100%. This is it's kind of refreshing seeing a lot of these newer teams, not newer, I shouldn't say, but not the original teams that we're always seeing there in the playoffs. So it's kind of refreshing. But yeah, give me the Eagles. You got the 49ers in that matchup there on Sunday
Yep.
afternoon. Yeah, moving on to Sunday night football there in the Super Wild Card weekend. This one should be a fun one as well. Chargers is still a little bit banged up. I don't know if they get any pieces back, but yeah, sitting 11-6. LA Chargers going. I was going to say San Diego Chargers, but yeah, going up against the 14-3 New England Patriots there in Foxborough. Patriots. We've heard their story. Mike Vrabel also up for Coach of the Year. Yeah, and that organization since acquiring Drake May has been, yeah, total 180. It took a couple of years. First year wasn't the best. Second year got
Mhm.
better. Yeah. and so on and so. Or this is his second year. First year wasn't good.
Yep.
Second year, after getting Mike, but yeah, just the boys are rolling there in New England. There, love to see it there. Some people like to see it, some people don't, because that franchise kind of pisses people off there as
Hmm.
far as the Patriots go. But yeah, 11-6 Chargers with John Harbaugh or Jim Harbaugh, John Harbaugh actually. We
Just
haven't
got
even gotten
canned.
into
Yeah.
haven't gotten into the coaching talk yet, but Black Monday was on a few days ago there on Monday there, and 7 head coaches did get canned as far as that goes. But yeah, 11-6 Chargers, 14-3 New England Patriots. New England favored by 3.5. This one should be a good one.
Whew, man. I like Harbaugh. I like Drake, the way Drake May's playing. See what Stephon Diggs can do in the playoffs.
I
He's fun
don't.
to watch.
Is
What?
he going to be playing? He's under
Mm-mm.
investigation for felony
His
assault
has court
charges.
dates. Yeah, the Patriots are. I mean, the NFL's aware of it. Patriots are aware of it. They're not spending him. I mean, he's not. It's innocent until proven guilty. His trial's. I don't even think until after he might have had his first court date. I think it was in early January. I think it might have been today or some yesterday or something like that. Unless they pushed it to a different date, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna be playing. But no, I'll go to New England Patriots here. I think they're on a roll. Um, and yeah, I mean, Drake May is also in the MVP decision. I know you mentioned Matt Stafford,
Mm-hmm.
but Drake May is just up there just as well. So
Yep.
yeah, I'm gonna go New England Patriots at home here.
Yeah, this one is going to be a deuce. The only thing I'm afraid of, yeah, like I said, I don't know about the Chargers depth chart and how injuries are looking there at the offensive line, but yeah, Justin Herbert banged up hand too, left
Hmm.
hand. He's a little. I think he didn't play last week, so hopefully that got him time to kind of get it settled, rested, and
Right.
get some rest and get it healthy and everything. And hopefully it's not as painful, but they're going to be on all the pain meds, Toradol, what have you, in
Hmm.
order to get through this game. So, yeah, well, that's the only thing that scares me, the injuries on the Chargers side. But, yeah, the way New England's playing, yeah, they're on a roll. Yeah, give me the New England Patriots. Yep. Easy kind of decision in this one, especially with the Chargers being banged up. I do love Harbaugh and the boys. Don't get me wrong. They'll be back. But I
Yep.
don't think it's going to be I don't think they're making an advance in here in the wild card. I don't think. Yeah. So yeah, give me the Patriots in this one. Yeah, moving on. Monday Night Football here. This one should be a fun one as well. Steelers squeak in by the hair of their chinny chin chin after that Tyler Loop missed field goal. Feel bad for the kid, but yeah, should be a doozy. Texans, yeah, their defense is the name of their game and everything like that. But we'll see what Aaron Rodgers. He's been here. He's experienced. Yeah, put on a hell of a fourth quarter performance last week against the Baltimore Ravens to seal that there. Nice kind of dialed up play in the huddle from Aaron Rodgers to Calvin Austin with that hitch and go there on the
Hmm.
backside. So um, yeah, Mike Tomlin does it again. His job is probably secure for another year just because he
Oh
makes the
yeah, definitely.
playoffs. But yeah, you see, that was kind of a winner go home for the teams and also a winner go home for the coaches in that situation with Harbaugh being fired for the Ravens. So, yeah, Ravens would have won. John Harbaugh would have kept his job, and Mike Tomlin probably would have been fired. So, yeah, shout out, congratulations to Steelers. Shout out
Hmm.
to the Steel Nation and everything for making the playoffs. And yeah, could be a scary team to watch out for. That defense was all over Lamar Jackson, and yeah, TJ Watt had a pick and everything like that. I mean, it was just a fun game to watch it. I mean,
It
yeah,
was
coming down
very
to the
fun.
wire, it was probably the best game of the season. Just with the implications and everything, and saw a stat that Tyler Loop field goal out of 60,000 field goals attempted in the history of the NFL. That was the only one that was deciding factor of who made it to the playoffs or who didn't. Um,
Jesus.
that's kind of, I think that's what the stat was. It's just a nuts stat.
Hmm.
But yeah, Tyler Loop missing that field goal, feel bad for the kid. Yeah, but on to the next season, make the next one, I guess, going into the playoffs next year. We'll see what the Ravens look like as far as coaching, who's going to take the Harbaugh spot, where's Harbaugh going, things of
Hmm.
that nature. But yeah, Houston Texans, D'Amico Ryan, yeah, CJ Stroud and the boys, Nico, and everybody like that. Um, yeah, and their defense, yeah, each player on the Texans defense had, or not each player, but secondary had 4 takeaways, 4 people the Texans defense had 4 takeaways there. So yeah, they're just ball hawking. Really good defense, everything like that. So yeah, 12-5 Texans, 10-7 Steelers. Houston favored by 3 on the road over the Steelers. Who do you got in this one?
This was a tough one for me just because I'm obviously a big Aaron Rodgers fan. But Houston Texans defense is stellar, as we've all known for the past month or so,
18
over a
weeks.
month. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. But Rodgers, he knows how to play this defense. To get the ball out quick. Get it to Kenny Gainwell. Get it to Pat Fryermuth. Just get the ball out quick. And hope you can succeed. He's good at that. We've seen Rodgers throughout the. He has one of the quickest releases in the game still. So. Um, this is tough. Being at home does help them, but I mean they can't. I mean they played well last week, but also that was against Baltimore. I think Houston's a little bit better than Baltimore. Oh man, give me Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll take the Steelers and A Rod. I think yeah. I mean they got to play their best football. Obviously, all these teams have to play their best football. These next few weeks or next 4 or 5 weeks. So yeah, the Steelers just have to be on their game, and the defense has got to step up and hopefully TJ can get to CJ, and get a few sacks and maybe a few turnovers. So yeah, give me the Pittsburgh Steelers at home.
Yeah, this one should be a fun one too. And don't forget, they got fresh legs coming back at wide
Yep,
receiver
DK
number 4.
Metcalf, baby.
Yep, number 4 is going to be back. Is it 4 or 14? 14 maybe.
No, four.
Uh,
I think
yeah,
it's four.
but he's going to be back, baby. So he's got fresh legs. That who knows, that suspension may have helped the Steelers as long as
Especially
they
for a
got that.
receiver too. Yeah.
As long as they got that, either one of those wins the last 2 weeks without him, they were making the playoffs. So
Hmm.
yeah, as long as they made the playoffs and DK's fresh and healthy and ready to go, this one should be a fun one. Texas defense, obviously, Singletary. You can't even name off who's their safety. They got Singletary. They got a rookie.
They got
They got a lot
to
of
help.
players.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's going to be a fun game. I'm excited for this one. I'm glad it's on Monday night. All of these games are going to be good, 100%. But this one should
Hmm.
be. This one is probably going to be one of my favorites. And imagine AFC team Steelers, NFC team Packers.
That'd be pretty sick. Yeah.
Aaron
The
Rodgers versus old team Jordan Love. They just go, yeah. You got
teacher versus the predecessor.
yep, and then just going head to head in the Super Bowl. That would be a hell of a story, and that probably would go down in history and one for the record books for sure.
Yeah, it would.
Doesn't matter who wins in that one. It's just a good story to tell. A lot of good
Hmm.
storyline behind that one, but they got to get past Houston first. And then after they beat Houston, they got to get past the Denver Broncos
Yep.
if that happens. But like I said, it's up for anybody's grabs. It's Pittsburgh would be a scary team, especially if the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers can dial it in for 3, 4 more games. Yeah,
Hmm.
it could be his second Super Bowl, and everything like that at the age of 42, and he would go down, retire, and then he would accomplish what he wanted to accomplish there. So
Exactly. Yeah.
would be a cool storyline. But this one, yeah, in Pittsburgh too. So
Hmm.
that's a huge help. I'm surprised Houston's favored by 3, especially with that offense. I don't trust that offense on the Houston Texans side,
Right.
and everything like that. And now they got TJ Watt back. It's just full throttle for the Steelers. They got to figure it out with the open touchdowns. Though Zay Flowers had all 3 of their touchdowns were wide ass open. One to Zay Flowers kind of towards the end of the game there
Yep.
and then the one to I can't even know, I don't even know his name. It's kind of a no namer who got that first one there, but both wide open and everything like that. So they got to figure that out. Hopefully, yeah. But you got Trayvon Diggs back there. You got Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, I mean they're loaded on the defensive end there in Pittsburgh. So yeah, Cam Hayward had his best game probably last week, and just dominated. He was all over the place. Um, shoot, you're going Steelers.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Steelers.
I'm rocking with the Steelers in this one too. I like the Steelers in this one as well. Like I said, I don't trust the Houston Texas defense, and I think the Steelers have something to
Offense. You
play
don't
for.
trust their offense.
Yeah, don't trust their offense. Trust in their defense, 100%. So that's going to be big, big, big factor for Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, got to get out quick, but you got to make smart decisions. Can't just dink and dunk and hope. You got to dink, dunk, run, and then hopefully, yeah, get a deep shot to DK or Valquez Scantling or Calvin Austin or that seam pass to Brian Muth. You got to have some big plays
Adam
against these
Thielen.
guys. Yeah, Adam Thielen had a big catch as well last week. So I mean, yeah, you just got to spread it out, get it to the boys, let them do their thing. But you got to have more than a pass attempt past 20 yards. Can't be doing negative passing screens, all that stuff against this Texans defense because they fly all over the place. So you gotta
Mm-hmm.
hit them in stride, hit them in stride and get down right away and take care of the ball. All the basics, fundamentals, everything like that. You got to be very fundamental against this Texans defense because they're one of the best. So. But I do have faith in Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers for some reason over this Texans defense and team. I think the Steelers can outscore the Texans offense, but can they outscore the Texans defense in a sense? Like, can they score more points against that? Yeah, all that
And
good
this is
stuff. But yeah,
and this is the best team. They landed in a good spot where they could play the Houston Texans. I think that's the team that they would want to play. Instead of the Patriots, Chargers, maybe the Chargers, but
yeah, maybe the
Jacksonville,
Chargers.
Buffalo.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
AFC's
I
tough.
think I
Yeah,
think they'd rather play the Houston Texans, and that's what they
yeah.
got.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, it's going to be a fun wild card weekend. I'm pumped. We both got the Steelers there on Monday night to wrap up the wild card weekend. Yeah, games to watch: Packers, Bears. That's going to be a doozy there. Obviously, Jags, Bills there at noon o'clock. We get football all Saturday and Sunday and Monday, and then we also have the college football playoffs sprinkled
Hmm.
in there as well. And we'll dive into that here in just a second. But yeah, should be a fun wild card weekend. Yeah, what else you got to add? What do you want to talk about? I mean, obviously coaches and everything like that. We can get into that as well, just with those 7 coaches being fired there. Who's up?
Hmm.
Who's going to take it? Is Signetti going to come from the NCAA with after his run to see if he can win a national championship there? They got a big game this week going up against Oregon. So that
Hmm.
should be a good one. And then, yeah, you have Ole Miss in Miami. So Final Four teams in the NCAA, things of that nature. So, but yeah, as Super Wild Card Weekend is concerned, um, got a hell of a lot of games, good games, I should say. Yeah, I'm excited. What else for
Yeah, I
Super
mean,
Wild Card Weekend before we dive into a few other things here quick?
there's good games. Not much to add. I mean, obviously, you got to see them play out before we can add anything. I mean, obviously, I mean, I think obviously the biggest one for the NFL as a whole is that like the Packers Bears rivalry. I mean, you couldn't have scripted it even better to have these two teams play each other, um, especially after they've already played twice. So um, no better way to see who's the best team at going a third time. So yeah, they should all be pretty good games. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's got to be one of the best slates. I think. Besides, I mean, obviously Packers. Who knows if they should have made it? They kind of squeaked in. Um,
A lot of these teams squeaked in, kind
Houston,
of.
the Carolina Panthers,
Steelers.
Steelers. Yeah, 3 of them for sure squeaked in. But yeah, it should be it's hell of a slate. A lot of good games. Yeah, I'm excited for Saturday, especially Saturday night. So
Hell yeah. Let's do it. Yep. Super Wild Card Weekend. It's going to be a doozy. All right, but yeah, let's hop into NCAA college football playoff time here. Starting off on Thursday. We got Thursday night football. So we got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday football all weekend long here. So it
mhm.
should be a good weekend here. But yeah, to kick us off here for this wild card weekend and college football playoff weekend here for the semifinals, we got Miami sitting at number 10, hosting Ole Miss and the ex Lane Kiffin team here, who has been on a roll. Yeah, that what's his Shambliss put on a performance there in the last drive there to knock off who'd they knock off? Who was it?
I didn't.
Alabama. Yeah, to
Yep.
knock off Alabama there. Chambliss had a hell of a three play is basically 3 play drive where he just kind of scrambled, got open, got out of the pocket, threw not a prayer but a dart downfield, and was able to connect with his wide receivers 3 or 4 times there to seal that one off in that game. But yeah, they're traveling to
No,
Miami.
Georgia. They played
Georgia,
Georgia.
yeah, Georgia,
Yeah,
not
because
Alabama.
I was gonna say Alabama got their asses whooped by Indiana.
Yeah, yep. I was thinking of the other red team, Georgia there. But still, hell of a game, hell of a performance by Chambliss. But they're going up against Carson Beck and the Miami Ducks there, the Miami Hurricanes. Yeah, Miami pounded it. Had a hell of a game last week as well. But yeah, all right, they're facing off here on Thursday. should be a fun one as well. And then yeah, Indiana and Oregon on Friday there. So
Hmm.
Indiana, Signetti and the boys rolling. Fernando Mendoza, is that his name? How do you
Yep.
Fernando Mendoza? He's probably
Yep.
going number one there. Um, a lot of talk him going number one to the Raiders, and then Signetti going also to the Raiders because
Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll is fired as well, one of the coaches out of the seven. So yeah, Oregon and in Indiana versus Ole Miss and Miami. This should be a great few days of football here. And yeah, I'm excited. The Furbo Fiesta Bowl kicks us off, though. Ole Miss, Miami. Who do you got in that one? That one should be. I guess I don't know much about Ole Miss. I haven't really watched them play except for last week there, but I've
Hmm.
seen Miami play a couple times. They've had a few tough losses, but yeah, they've had also a lot of good wins there. And Carson Beck's kind of rejuvenated himself coming from Georgia to Miami there, and he's kind of picked it up the last. Yeah, he's been playing a lot better than he did earlier when he first got there. So
Yeah, I kind of, I'm kind of rooting for Ole Miss just because Lane Kiffin leaving, not participating in the playoffs with them, and the running back that beast, Lacey Kwan Lacey,
mm-hmm.
he's returning next year. So, and I think that Chambliss as well. So they're getting their running back and quarterback back next year. And yeah, they're studs and they're rolling. So, and I do like Carson Beck. Obviously, he's transfer from Georgia, like we mentioned. So it should be a hell of a game tomorrow night. But give me Ole Miss. I'm gonna go Ole Miss here. Yeah, like, I just rooting for them because yeah, their head coach left them and they're still finding ways to win. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna give me Ole Miss.
Yeah, high powered offense in Ole Miss. They got a great offense. They score a lot of points. Yeah, but this Miami defense is really good. They looked really good last week as well. Can't remember that kid's name, but yeah, he's a dog on the defensive end. And yeah, they have a lot of weapons on offense as well as far as the Hurricanes. Um, and I like the tradition of the Hurricanes. You saw Michael Irvin on the sideline. They got a lot of players coming out of Miami. They've had hell of a squad or squads in the past the history of Miami. So
Hmm.
it would be kind of cool to see that tradition come alive again. They haven't been great for the past few years. So I mean, it'd be fun to see kind of them making a surge and make it to the college football championship. So I'm gonna rock with Miami in this one. Helps being at home as well. And Ole Miss didn't look, I don't think, yeah, except for that last shot. I mean, obviously it was a good game and everything like that last week. But I think Miami is able to get done just the physicality of the team. If their defense can play the way they did last week as well, yeah, I think they got this in the bag. Yeah, after being yeah, Ohio State and everything like that. It's a great team and everything like that. So yeah, Miami beat Ohio State 24-14. I don't think Ole Miss really has a shot in this one. So yeah, give me Miami over Ole Miss in this one. So yeah, I like that one as well. And then yeah, Oregon, Indiana on Friday. I already know who you got, and I think the whole nation has Indiana winning the whole entire thing. Just an incredible story that would
Hmm.
be. And yeah, like yeah, Pat McAfee said, Signetti's already got a statue coming to Indiana for just that Big Ten championship and everything like that.
Yep.
So he's doing things unthinkable there in Indiana. Did it at JMU. He's done it his whole entire career. All he does is win, as he says in that interview. So I mean, or in that press conference or whatever. So yeah, Oregon and Dan Lanning traveling to Indiana to face Signetti and Fernando Mendoza, Heisman winner for the college football. And yeah, should be a fun one. What do you got? Who do you like in this one? I don't know who you got, but what do
Yeah,
you
I'm
got to
going.
add?
I'm going to the Hoosiers, baby. Kirk Cincinnati
Yeah.
and the Hoosiers, Indiana Hoosiers.
Who,
Yeah,
who, who,
with the
who's
Heisman,
yours?
and then with his Cincinnati story, I think no better, Cinderella ending or whatever, to win this national championship. So yeah, I got Indiana for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to Indiana as well. Even though Ducks and Dan Lanning, I like the Ducks and Dan Lanning. They're doing good, but yeah, unbeaten Indiana. They can make it what 17-0 or whatever. To knock it, I guess 16-0.
Six, yeah.
But yeah, still undefeated season the whole entire way. just would be a cool story and everything for Cignetti and Indiana as a football program and everything like that. So I'm going Indiana as well. So I got my Indiana and Miami, and I'm gonna rock with Indiana the whole entire way.
Hmm.
And then you got Indiana and Ole Miss. Who do you got in your championship? Who do you have winning the college football
Yeah,
playoffs?
like I said, no sweeter ending um,
Yep,
to win the national championship with the Heisman and his Cincinnati story. So I'm gonna go Indiana, winning it all.
100%. Yeah, should be a fun weekend of playoffs, fun weekend of college football, NFL, and yeah, this is the best time of football. All
Hmm.
games matter at this point. There's no games, no flukes, no nothing. This is do or die, win or go home type situation. So all of these games are going to be incredible, and I can't wait. So love this time of the year and everything like that. And yeah, what else you want to talk about? You want to talk about I guess
Go through those seven coaches that were fired. I guess I have them written down here just because I know obviously Harbaugh was what? Yeah, today. Yeah, today I think. Yeah, or was it
yeah,
yesterday?
yesterday or late yesterday
Yeah,
or something
Harbaugh.
like
That
that.
was I yeah Harbaugh's out. Pete Carroll. That's as everybody expected, as I expected him being out
Yep.
after the terrible season he had. Stefanski, the Browns out. Raheem Morris, Atlanta Falcons out. Brian Callahan with the Titans. Um, Ryan Daboll for the um,
Yeah, that wasn't on Monday though. He
no, that
got
was
fired
week.
mid-season, but yeah,
Hmm. And then Jonathan Gannon too as well.
Cliff Kingsbury
Cliff, he was an OC, wasn't he?
maybe for
Yeah,
Washington or something like
he
that.
was an offensive coordinator for Washington because I know he was offensive coordinator because the reason he was offensive coordinator is because what's his name?
Dan
Who's that?
Quinn.
No, well Dan Quinn's the head coach, yeah. Because Kingsbury worked with what's the quarterback's name? I'm blanking right now for
What's
the Commanders.
Oh, Jalen Daniels.
Yeah,
Jaden Daniels.
yeah. I think they worked together. So, um, but yeah, those seven coaches are out. Obviously, I don't care about any of these coaches. I think what? Oh my God, I keep blanking. Who is it? Mike. I
Mike
think
McCarthy.
Big Mike's gonna probably find a spot, and he's interviewing for the Giants head coaching position here in the next few days. So
Hmm.
hopefully he doesn't go there. I
I
wouldn't
think
mind.
that's a yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, I think it's a good spot. I mean, obviously you got those three young players. I mean, running back, quarterback, receiver. They're all young, but I just don't know if that's the best situation to go. I mean, what they go? They won 3 games this year.
Yeah, they got the fifth overall pick.
Yeah, but I mean, to see how long is he going to be with New York? How long is he going to be a head coach for? I mean, I don't know, but I
Yeah,
mean, seeing him with Lamar
I
Jackson
think
out, maybe not a fit for Baltimore,
yeah,
not the Browns, not the maybe the Falcons. I mean, obviously, Kirk Cousins restructured his contract, saving 30 million in cap. So obviously, that possibly means that he's either gonna get traded, help a team out, easier contract to take over, or stay there. Obviously, because you can't really trust Penix because with all of his injuries. So you can see him at Atlanta. Tennessee Titans wouldn't be a bad idea. Hopefully, they don't mess that one up because obviously we saw what Vrabes did in Tennessee didn't do bad at all, and he ended up getting canned. So bring uh, Big Mike in and see what he can do with the Tennessee Titans with a young quarterback. Um, yeah, who knows? Who knows? I'm excited to see how this plays out. A lot of coaches, but yeah, obviously you got to make some changes if your team's not doing well.
yeah. Kevin Stefanski will probably get a head coaching job right away.
Hmm.
John Harbaugh is obviously going to get a head coaching job right away. He's probably going to be a good fit in New York with the Giants. That would be a fun spot for John Harbaugh. Kind of get a fresh start with a bunch of young players and
Yeah, I
things of
think
that
Robert
nature. Get
Sala
them,
might get another chance as well at a head
yeah,
coaching position.
yeah. Robert Saleh, I could see get another head coaching shot. Um, yeah, there's a lot of good coaches out there. I mean, you got Flores for the Vikings, defense coordinator.
Hmm.
I would hate to see him go, but I could see him definitely get in a head coaching job or another defensive coordinator role somewhere else.
Hmm.
Just getting paid more. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of great coaches out there that would be good fits. I think Matt Eberflus got fired as the OC for the Cowboys, so or the DC
Yeah,
for the Cowboys or
DC.
whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, so there was talks about Brian Flores possibly going to Dallas.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, anything could happen. That's the exciting thing. Who knows what's gonna happen? I think your defensive coordinator could
Jeff Hafley.
could
Yeah,
have some
maybe.
interviews possibly,
Well,
but I mean,
he'll have. I mean, people are probably already reaching out, but he said he's gonna got to stay the path here. So you're in the playoffs. You can't have any distractions. This is what he said in his presser. So
Yeah.
he won't be probably doing any interviews until after the season, whether that's this coming week after this weekend or it's a few weeks down the road.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. But yeah, anyway, yeah. College football, NFL, coaches. Yeah. It's all up in the air. It's Super Bowl. Yeah. Anything can happen here in the next few weeks. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, nothing's been really solidified in any of these things, except for Indiana, probably the only kind of true powerhouse in college and really no powerhouse in NFL. So I mean, yeah, should be a fun week of football and everything like that. But yeah, I don't really have any much else that I mean, NBA's rolling, college basketball. We don't really get into college basketball until like uh, March type deal,
Mm-hmm.
late
Yep.
February, early March, and then yeah,
Yeah, I don't
what
have much
else?
to add either. Yeah, I'm just excited for the slate. Obviously starting off on Thursday for college football and Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday for NFL, and just see if obviously see if the Packers can pull it out. But obviously we'll wait to get nervous for that game until 7 p.m. on Saturday.
Yeah, yeah, and I know you're probably already biting your fingernails and getting anxious and everything like that. Should be a fun one though. I mean, I'm excited to watch that one. I'm excited to watch all these games, but primetime ones are pretty nice this year. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, that's pretty much all I got as well. So, that will wrap it up here for Super Wildcard Weekend episode of Two Confrontational. Yeah, should be a hell of a week of college and NFL, and I'm excited for all of it. So I'm here, and I can. This is something I can definitely get behind. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we'll see you guys next week on the pod. Yeah, when we're heading into the division rounds and everything like that of the playoffs. So, yeah, we'll catch you then. Until then, peace.
Peace.